The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup between the Austin Armadillos taking on the Chicago Bears. Here's the punter, Trenton Gill, now to do the honors, and off we go here at Soldier Field. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They're going to look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Hey, Ken. Alpha.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Hey, 551.
One play action. Fields. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. The Bears at 9-2 to start play. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They need 2. Here's third down. Now Fields going to move him around. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times 2 interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Back to Mixon on second down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. Take over at their own 48-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills,
yep.
And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games, because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Take it in at the 22. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. He finds his man. Complete. It's Fox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
An option handoff here to Mixon. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ooh, the juke. And down inside the 15 he goes. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Here we go, son.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Mixon. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Fields going to change things up here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. Touchdown Bears! Joe Mixon from 10 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Peterson gets the call running left. We'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Again, Peterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. Great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out, let's go. West right, hit. Go.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be caught. It's Scott. And out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 46-yard line.
You got a mini.
Now it's Fields. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Hey, Ken.
To throw is Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fox. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a 2nd and 6. An option handoff here to Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Fields. Steps away. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mixon is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Tyler Scott from 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Peterson running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And all deep in his own territory. Coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Off the play fake. Harrison dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's second down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Running free at the 45. Joe Mixon. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Joe Mixon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Well, they bring their punter out there now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Let's go now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. An option handoff here to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they'll audible to something else.
70 Ranger, 79 Broncos, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Off play action. Harrison to Mixon on the check down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Come on.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jones has it. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you can get a good head of steam going.
Panther 11, Mustang 19, Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. Harrison, he's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Off the play fake. Harrison escaping the pressure right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Mixing up the middle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 168 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground.
Touchdown Bears! Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bears are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And quickly they get to the line.
It's a gain of 10.
They run again on 1st down. Peterson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play, and the chains move.
Come on.
And Boston 1st down.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
18, Pioneers. Warriors 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And the slot man goes in motion left. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles are going to blow the play dead. Since it was 4th down, a fumble cannot be advanced by another player, but fortunately, they will have enough to keep the first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed.
Taking it right down Broadway. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's a give to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Back to throw. Harrison, flush to his right. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
A handoff to Mixon. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Street. 60 Bobcat. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Harrison. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyler Scott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Rig alert, rig alert. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Check. 79 Broncos. 18 Rattlers. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Crash. Rig. 60 Maverick. Panther 11.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Here we go, start. Say hurt. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in fantasy football, where these points mean a lot
there. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Bears, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the